Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, it is Thursday afternoon, early evening, and I want to do a research show with regards to Vybz Kartel, released from prison after winning his appeal. Now, we've done deep dives on this story in the past, and there's a lot here. And I want to say to any and all Jamaicans, whether you live in Jamaica or if you are living in the States and you claim to be Jamaican, there is a difference. I urge you to call in or participate in this particular research edition. Let me say off the rip, I've always enjoyed his music. Exceptionally talented. And what he did with dancehall to then turn it into a more appealing genre for the ladies. You see, he appealed to a lot of females. It wasn't just, gunman talk, for those who know the history of dancehall like I do, okay? 48 years of age. He now has, according to certain reports, Graves' disease and a heart condition. He was in prison for over a decade, and multiple sources say he was literally being held in a cell with no ventilation, no windows, and just a bucket to relieve himself. Now, he has been released. I want to talk about not just him, but his fiance. Okay, she now lives in Kingston, Jamaica. Her name is Sidham, if I'm saying that correct. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Sidham. She's a British citizen of Turkish descent, okay? She studied psychology, and they're engaged. Not married yet, but they are engaged, okay? And I want to talk about her dedication, her loyalty, and salute to the brethren, Winfred Williams from On Stage. He interviewed her, and he's stumbling and fumbling. Couldn't get the words out. Brethren, are you okay? One of the top-notch journalists, if you will, coming out of Jamaica, for those who know, all right? So, Vybz Kartel has been released. Let me say there's a lot of pressure, not just on him, but Jamaica, if you will, because, again, one of the deep dives that we've done in the past here, we spoke about the mining and bauxite in Jamaica, and Jamaica is really in a losing battle, if you ask me. Still, the IMF, International Monetary Fund, they export very little with regards to food or anything. Most of the food that's in Jamaica is flown in from Miami, more than 75%. Most of the locals cannot even use the beaches, the beautiful beaches, and I've always said I don't want to go to Jamaica, but I am going to go. I want to see it because there's a certain area. I forget the name of the place. It's almost similar to a rainforest, if you will. If anybody remembers the name of that place, a lot of forest and natural citrus that grows there, and they're getting ready to go in there if they haven't started already and start mining for bauxite. So I would like to see that before they tear through it, and they will, because a lot of corporations are buying up land, different places, and it's going to be different. So there's pressure on not just Vybz Kartel, again, at 48 years of age, keep that in mind, and Jamaica, because all eyes are on you. Now, if you love dancehall music, its origins, and we've spoken about that in the past here, where is it headed? Is it still just, gunman talk for the most part, feuding, beefing, following behind Yankees? Huh? Can Vybz Kartel, and here's my question to you early, after 12 or 13 years in prison, can he, even with Graves' disease and a heart condition, can he dig down deep in his crotch and produce something along the lines of Exodus? When Bob Marley had to leave Jamaica, okay, when his life became endangered and he was shot and his family was targeted, he had to leave. He recorded Exodus in London, one of his most monumental, if you will, albums. And never mind classic, monumental. it shifted the game. It established Jamaica as a force to be reckoned with in terms of artistry, okay? So does Vybz Kartel have that within him? Well, again, I like his music. I always have, going back to Rompin' Shop, Clark's. One of my favorite tracks by him, which is not really one of his most populars, is Forever, okay? But I don't know. He's been down over a decade, and we're not going to go back into the trial and all that sort of jazz. I just want to pick up where he is now. Last I checked, they do not know where he is exactly, okay? But he's with his fiance, and I would like to see him leave Jamaica. Let me just say that. I want to see Vybz Kartel leave Jamaica. Can he leave? Has he and his three co-defendants, because they were all released, all four of them, including Vybz Kartel, can he leave Jamaica, go someplace else for a while? Is he going to just be amongst the, his old associates, his family, so-called friends? Well, they couldn't get him out. I think he needs to clear his mind, clear his creative spaces if he still has them. Again, being down for more than a decade, that's a long time. Not to compare Remy Ma, but Remy Ma did 8 years and she came out spitting hot trash, remember? No longer had it in her, some would say. It took her a while to get back on course, but what say you? What do you think, Vybz Kartel? All eyes are on him. All eyes are on Jamaica. But is he too old now? Oh, and Troll Babies, how old was Bob Marley when he died? Maybe Vybz Kartel is too old to really dig down and give us some type of Exodus, album. Did you see him in the Hummer limousine? Woo! He had a bottle of champagne, had the watch on, huh? He said something that was very appropriate for the time, talking to the youth. Stay away from crime. It's not worth it. Did you guys catch that? Did you catch that? Bob, someone says in the 40s. No, Bob Marley never made it to 40. Kill yourself, whoever said that. Vybz Kartel said to the youth, that was his statement on camera as he was, leaving. And when he came out, he looked rather slim, but he's got the belly now. That's that older man age, and he had his face covered with a cloth, and he's got his face is swollen for the most part, but I don't want to focus on that. Does he have what it takes, or you know what, Star? It's not that deep. We're just glad to have him home. Let me hear from you. Just glad to have him home. No, he's not going to give us any more hits. If he does something in the studio, we'll accept it for whatever it is. But I say all eyes are on him and Jamaica. All right? Now, showrunner. This has got to be the dumbest movie I've seen. I got about a half an hour left. Okay. I had to stop. I was losing brain cells. Deadpool and Wolverine movie review. Where are my notes? Hold on. Sheesh. Doing good at the box office, though, yes? Yeah, I mean, I would expect nothing less. Most people in America are just consumer-driven sheep, if you will. The 85%, the deaf, the dumb, and the blind. But call in if I've got it wrong. Do I have to watch it twice to really understand it? Well, Ryan Reynolds, who plays Deadpool, he's as corny as ever. I tried with him years ago. I thought he was going to be the guy when he was in Green Lantern. And then he just keeps putting out cornier and cornier films each year. Anybody want to tap in from the MCU? Am I missing something? We're going to get to Simone Biles. Give me a second. Give me a minute. But this film is picking up traction, pardon me. And somebody called in the other night, you got to see it. I said, all right, well, I watched part of it again on the free movie website. Trash. Beyond trash, okay? Okay, as I said, we're going to get to Simone Biles. In case you don't know, the queen, I call her queen. Take notice to that. She won the gold all around. Finals, the Olympics. And let me say salute to the, I don't want to say pimps. I don't want to even put that word in there with what she has achieved, but salute to her husband. Why are black women upset because he was wearing one of her medals around his neck? Good God Almighty. They were dragging the man because Simone and her husband took a picture. He's there with her in Paris. They took a picture. He's wearing her medal. Huh? That's his wife. Good God Almighty. Thank you for your donation early, Lance. Yes, Lance, thank you, man. Cockpit Country. Let me write that down. Thank you, Lance. That's where they're... Lance, have they started mining yet in Cockpit Country? You see, people did listen when we spoke about that, the bauxite mining. That's a shame what they're doing. TJ got your donation. Skin out with the clogs. Okay. A research show this afternoon, early evening, because I want to get to some of the notes with some of these topics and have a healthy discussion here of sorts. Okay, area code 917. You're going to be my first caller. Please get ready, 917. And also, Mike Lee, I got your donation. Hey, Patrice, I got your donation early. Yes, Patrice, I'm still, as much as I can be into dance hall. I was in the 80s, very much so, especially early to mid 80s. Things are different now, of course, but I peek in from time to time. I'm like Morgan Freeman. I'm a peeker. So when I spoke about Winfred Williams, the host of On Stage earlier, I go to some of the dance hall sites to see what's actually, that's more than just dance hall, but I peek in to see what's new, okay? Area code 917. Good afternoon, early evening. Are you there? 917?
Yes, sir. Yes. How are you, sir? What's going on, sir?
I'm good, man. Doing a little research, so the pace is going to be a little slower. Are you up to speed? Vybz Kartel.
I am up to speed.
It's been released.
I called just to let you know. He already has an album out called First Week Out. It's already out.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that, sir, but I'm talking about since he's been out. Is he going to give us something that's, monumental like Exodus? What you're talking about, it's cute. I heard a couple of tracks, but I mean, he's now out in the world. Yes?
Correct. I previewed the album. I liked about 3 of the joints. It's not Vybz Kartel from like 2010, 2009, but it's getting there. He just needs at least knock off the rust.
Are you Jamaican, sir, or Jafacan? Keep it real.
Actually, both my parents born and raised in Jamaica, and I'm a byproduct of them.
Okay. But you were born here in the States.
Correct.
Yes, a Yankee.
Well, I have a problem with that because when you have two Hispanics that were born in Puerto Rico and they make a child here in America, they don't say they're white American, they say they're Puerto Rican. So it's the same difference.
Well, they're not white at all. They're Hispanic. They're not white. Yeah.
Well, we'll go with that logic. I'm going to say I am born American, but raised Jamaican ethnicity.
Your family is from Jamaica. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so he's out. He's free, moving about. I hope he's relaxing. Did you see him inside the Hummer limo with his fiance, the bottle of champagne?
I saw him in the Hummer limo, damn near trying to take her lip off.
Well, he said to her, "Give me a kiss, baby." He said to her, "Give me a kiss."
Trying to take. Some man did like a double kiss. Let me take your lip off, Ma.
As he should, sir. She's been riding with him. I have all the notes with regards to her. Are you familiar with her?
Actually, first time I'm seeing her. I didn't even know he had a little butt.
You see, you're claiming to be Jamaican, but you're not even up to speed on his fiance. She's got a degree. Did you know that they've been engaged since 2022 during an authorized prison visit? You know how to say her name?
Well, I'm going to say this, though. I'm not going to bullshit you. Respectfully.
Well, slow down with the profanity. It's early, sir. Come on.
Correct.
Come on.
Correct. I'm 43, and my era was Capleton and Sizzler, Beanie Man, and Bounty. So I caught Vybz late, if you want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of the 1990s.
Yeah.
Real reggae.
Terra Fabulous. I met most of those guys. They came on my show.
Knife and Talk,
Yes.
Fight for Dumpling.
Yeah.
That style.
Mm-hmm. Tacademus and Pliers. Yes, but now
Correct.
But now, so you're not really up to speed in the loop, because the people back in Jamaica are going, crazy.
They're going ape shit.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I got to get him out of here. He can't stop using the profanity. I tried. Yeah. Thank you, sir, but you can't use that type of Yankee tone. This show. See, that's a Yankee. Yankees can't stop cursing. Let's keep it real. Can I get someone from Yard who knows how to conduct a conversation to speak about vibes? AKA Top Shotter. He's home now, right? Melanie, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Do you want to call in? Okay, she says she loves Vybz Kartel. Is he well, clearly he's a pop culture icon. Is the music really that important at this stage? Maybe he's got other plans. I hope he's got plans. He was doing some lectures. I saw that maybe 4 or 5 years ago when he was out. He was doing some other things other than just music, I'm talking about me cocky longer than me 9. Troll babies, any statement from Spice yet? Don't we love Spice, huh? We love Spice. Any comment from Spice yet since his release? Area code 860. Please watch the language. Are you there? 860. It's Thursday. Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah. Bless up. Man, I call from the Vybz Kartel topic,
Yes, sir. He's been released. What do you think?
Yeah. It's a joy for Jamaica still, cause
Yes.
the music are gonna be more better with this all this water down scamming music. All of that I get eradicated,
Mm-hmm. Can you come a little closer to the phone so we can hear you, sir? I want to make sure that you're heard loud and clear. You were saying?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I say the music quality will be more better.
I hope so.
Understand?
I hope so.
Yeah. And I hope he don't go back to go that hard in the dancehall.
Mm-hmm.
So set up something like a foundation, as music foundation for the upcoming artists,
Yeah, I mean he's been down. Yeah, he's been down. What was it? 13 years he's been locked up.
Yeah, 13 years.
Yeah.
And for believe in yourself for 13 years, it take a lot still,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but me have a thing for sure you still about the limousine, right?
Yeah. Come on.
The limousine. If I really recall the case still, that same person, there was a person who they pine finger and getting rid of the body of lizard.
Okay.
It's called Perry.
Perry limousine.
Yeah, Perry Funeral Home,
Yeah, that was on the glass on the side. The hater misses nothing. Come on.
Right. So, yeah, I only if I little message in this way happen still, but Cartel for go take this opportunity, understand, say, and get a second chance at life and just let the film you them, teach you them, and hey, him can even look in a Jamaica politics because it's corrupted, So why not?
Yeah, but now there's a reality that we have to acknowledge. He's much older now than the newer crop. It's we're not talking about Movado and Popcorn and those guys. We're talking about a much younger, a hungry type of boss, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But
so
the thing is,
so they see Vybz Kartel. Yeah, man, the OG, old nigga, right? Right.
Right. But if I really look on the history, it's still enough from Bounty Killer and Vybz Kartel. Right now, all of the youth them really dominate dancehall music. Them come from under for them wing. You understand? And Bounty Killer and Cartel never really lose fan base in the country like that. So, as I said, him have an opportunity right now to do the right thing. You understand? Develop himself. You understand? Take care of him health. And I want the world boss, you know? We're glad same day woman. The thing I got turn up back now. You know the thing go?
Yeah, I hope you're right because again, he went out kind of sad. Not to go back into it, but you remember he was in love with that goddamn BlackBerry. Remember he was doing too much.
Yeah. All right, him talking on himself still.
Yeah,
so it's just
he was on the motorcycle texting with the black. He couldn't put it down, and that was a big part of why they caught his dumb ass. But he's grown. We've all grown. Good.
Right. Yeah. So allegedly, a whole heap of other things in those still, as me say, is just an opportunity for him now, and it good for sister the justice system really work for a minority. You understand? So a whole heap of youth in a jail right now where their case is not getting caught for like $20 bag of weed, a ratchet knife. You understand? So
yeah,
the youth them for go take this example and read, educate themselves, and be better. You know what I mean?
Well, let me just say this, and I'll give you the last word. I would like to see him do something on a political level. You know, the music is great, and I hope he has something in him that's monumental. You know, he's got some tracks out now. I heard it's like it's okay. It's kind of the same old stuff, but I would like to see him become some type of statesman, if you will, or some type of political figure. What do you think?
Right. My last point on this still, I make you get more call is that him destiny done ordained to follow the footsteps of like Nelson Mandela. You know what I mean? So if him keep him head on him shoulder and do the right thing, everything will all right still, you know?
That's actually a great analogy because he's been down, not as long as Mandela, but he still has that type of
not as long, right?
Impact, if you will. Thank you for calling, sir. Thank you.
All right. Big up, sir.
Big up. Okay. All right. Phone lines are open. Vybz Kartel released from prison. Again, we've already done the deep dives about the trial and lack of evidence and the lack of the body, R.I.P. to Lizard, But we must deal with what we have now. Deadpool and Wolverine movie review. And anybody, please just call in and tell me something. Trash. That film, I said, oh my, I literally stopped it 3 times and got up and just went out on the back patio and smoked half of a cigar. Oh man, it's garbage. Let me put Simone Biles on the showrunner as well here. Salute to that queen, huh? Her family, her husband cheering her on. I don't care about, the girl from Brazil and her bronze medal. We talk about Simone. Okay. Let me go to area code 917. Good evening. Vybz Kartel released from prison. That's my main topic. Are you there this evening? 917? Yes.
Yeah,
no,
Star, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing, sir. How about yourself?
I'm good. Been a fan of you for a long time, man. I'm glad.
I have no fans, sir, but good to hear from you. No, I have no fans. Where do you want to start, sir?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Jamaica,
Okay.
Montego Bay, Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah, big fan of Vybz Kartel. I think I agree with you. I think he should move out of there and go elsewhere, man.
Yeah.
Clear up whatever you got to clear up and move out of there and go elsewhere.
How serious is his sickness, Crohn's disease, and some type of heart condition? I'm sorry, Graves' disease.
Yeah,
Graves' disease, pardon me.
Yeah, from what they were saying when the last time I heard when his lawyer was speaking, they were trying to get him out so he could get medical care. But I guess now he's out, he's going to be able to, follow up. But when he was inside, he wasn't getting the appropriate care that he needed. So hopefully that now that he's out, he's going to be able to get the care that he needs.
Do you think he's got 2 feet in the grave, and they did him really dirty, and he's got months to live? I mean, respectfully, I'm not trying to clown him, but for him to be in that type of condition, from what reports were saying, that was inhumane. No windows, no ventilation, and just a bucket to relieve himself. Damn.
Yeah, the Jamaican prison system is pretty terrible for the inmates and stuff. So even though he's a dancehall superstar, he's a legend, I could just imagine how this prison system treated him and stuff. So pretty inhumane even for him, But now that he's out, hopefully he'll be able to get the appropriate medical care that he needs.
Now you're claiming to be.
And I know you mentioned. I know you mentioned Spice earlier.
Right.
You mentioned Spice earlier. I was looking on her Instagram earlier. She was on tour in England, so she had just landed in Jamaica, and she found out that he was out, and she was like running in the airport. I'm assuming that she's gonna go visit him or whatever. She seemed like she was super happy to hear that he was out, because I know that when how she became popular was. That song that she had with him.
Rumpin' Shop.
The name of the song was Rumpin' Shop. Yeah, man. Right. So, and she had a couple of other songs with him too, So, I'm glad he's out. I know the Jamaican people are really happy, but I hope that.
Now you're claiming to be Jamaican? So you're claiming to be Jamaican?
No, I'm not planning to be Jamaican. No. I live in New York now, but I was born and raised in Jamaica.
Yeah, that's what I said. You were born in Jamaica. That's what you're claiming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
How old are you, sir?
Echoing on the phone.
How old are you?
I'm 35. 35 now.
You're a young man. So.
Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, I hope that he doesn't stay around for too long, because any little thing that happens, they're going to try to get at him, So I hope he goes to one of them little islands or something like that. I don't know how much money he got, but I hope he goes and takes his wife somewhere, and so
well, that's his fiance, sir. They're not married yet, and she just moved to Kingston. She's of Turkish descent. Are you married, sir?
Right,
you said you were born in Jamaica. Did you come to the States and get married? Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, I came here when I was like 12, so I went to high school and college here, So, no, I'm not.
You didn't marry a Yankee, did you? Did you marry a Yankee?
Nah, man. My mom ain't gonna support that.
Facts.
No Yankee to the team. Yeah.
Is your wife?
No Yankee to the team.
Is she's wife? Those old Jamaican women. You can marry a white girl, but don't marry no Yankee girl. What is your wife?
Right.
What is your wife? What is your wife?
Oh, no, I'm not married. I'm not married yet.
Okay.
I'm not married yet,
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I still move around, what I'm saying? Having a good time.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope nobody recognize my voice.
All right. I appreciate the call, man. Salute. Thank you.
Yeah, bless up here.
Bless
All right,
up.
cool.
Bless up. All right. Simone Biles wins gold, makes Olympic history. Salute to her teammates. I don't care what the girl's name is, some type of Leah Chen. She won the silver. We don't care. Salute to the queen, Simone. I was watching it. I need someone from Yard to call in. Aunt Live, got your donation. Salute, Pops. I'm thanking the UK government for stepping in. Great show. Hold on a second here. Shells, I got your donation. Are you calling in, Shells? Old nigga Star. I don't want to talk about Trump. Well, what do you want to say, sir? He sat down with a mammy in Chicago. Mammy was contentious, as mammies are. But, sir, the black vote has no power. There's nothing to say. Black folk always kicking up dust. Yankees kicking up dust. She's sitting there with the edges. You can see the edges, the new growth coming from up under the wig. What do you want to say? You sent in some Skrilla, so I appreciate that. I'm voting for Trump, my nigga. But I have to say that Kamala, pardon me, Kamala, she says Kamala's getting her weight up. Woo! Had Quavo's game goofy ass up on the stage endorsing her. Megan Thee Stallion, they got that whole sister girl thing going on right now. But thank you for your donation, Shells. Johnny got your donation. Okay, Johnny says, welcome home. Oh, Rayful Edmund III. Oh, damn. Johnny Too Cool. You're calling Vybz Kartel a rat? Well, years ago, he was trying to, if memory serves me correctly, help the do they still call them constables in Jamaica? He was trying to help the constables take guns off of the streets of Portmore. So you may have a point, Johnny Too Cool. I'm not sure. Hold on a second. Let me go to area code 732. Early evening research edition, please. Watch the language. Are you there? 732?
Yeah, man. Start.
Yes, sir.
Wagwan. Yeah, man. What else about Cartel now?
Top shot, world boss is home. Are you excited?
No. I'm not a Cartel fan.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Why would I be a fan of a murderer?
Speak.
Huh?
Speak. Talk your talk.
I'm no gangster, man. I'm not no gangster. I'm not no fan of this guy.
Okay.
This guy do what him do, and I don't think he fully pay the consequence yet. I see a video on YouTube. He's making it known that he has like a security detail, like 10 guys guarding him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how that's going to work for his life.
Are you from Yard, sir? Who am I speaking to?
Kenneth.
Okay. Are you
from Yard? Yeah, man.
You from Yard?
From there, Jersey, your spot.
Okay.
Netherwood.
Okay. So now, but now to be fair, sir, they never found Lizard's body. They find the body.
That don't matter. That matter?
Well, not now, but go ahead.
That matter?
Go ahead.
Listen, the guy already sent out the voice notes now. Everything, they give it up. They give up the goods. It's on YouTube.
I'm sure I've seen that video. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Everybody, millions of people see it, and you can't go around something. It's plain as day. Mm-hmm. The guy said the words. And I don't know those slang in the streets talk, but people in the streets say shoes mean gun. I don't get it, but if people in the streets say this mean that, then that's how feds hold on to people, right?
Can I ask how old are you, sir?
Language.
Can I ask?
They get people that speak the language.
Can I ask how old are you, sir? How old are you?
Me?
How old are you?
44.
44. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me throw something at you here, just to be silly, or maybe not silly. Do you think that there's a chance that Lizard could be alive? Maybe the CIA. Hang on. Yachty, give me a second. Yachty, give me a second. This is the objective perspective. Do you think that Vybz was getting big? He's 48 now. Do you think he was getting so big that the CIA removed Lizard? Maybe Lizard's living in Prague right now under a brand new identity. Maybe he's living in south of France. Never found the body.
Listen, there's no lizard on the south of France. P did it on the south of France.
Okay.
P did it, and Jay-Z got south of France. There's no more lizard. Lizard is swimming with the fishes.
Come on.
All right. So this guy Cartel did what he did, and he's gonna have to pay for security for the rest of his life. Because you think it's just lizard. You are among the rest of people. Only have one name to call. But apparently it's a long string of names. So that's why this guy come out of prison yesterday and need to have 10 people securing him.
Yeah.
You figure it out. Innocent man.
Hang on, sir. Before you go, I'm enjoying the conversation. Before you go.
Yeah, man.
Now, how do we know you're really from Yard? You could be a plant. Hang on. You could be a plant calling in here, as many people do. I mean, listen, the Star Report is official. People calling here sometimes to try and shift the narrative. How do I know you're really from Yard, sir, at your age?
What a bumbleclot you're asking, sir. Where exactly you're asking? Huh? You want to take a picture of my flag? Or you want to take a picture of my curry lobster? You want to take a picture of my curry lobster I cooked yesterday?
Are you in Yard now, sir? Were you calling from the States?
No, I mean the tri-state area, like everybody else.
Yeah.
I can't be in a country where they let out the criminals out of jail.
Can I ask you a question?
You know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question?
I don't need to be partying and a convicted murderer walks in with the rest of gang members.
Okay.
You understand me?
Can I ask you a couple of questions, sir? Just to,
Yeah, man, run it.
Okay. Who is Ricky Trooper? Ricky Trooper.
That's some sound guy. He's nobody.
Oh, he's somebody. He's big.
No, he don't come.
Big man.
He don't come.
Who is Peter Metro?
Same sound guy. Old-time sound man. Sound system man.
What about Danny English? You see, I'm old as dust, so a lot of these guys, I was in the dancehall clubs in the 80s.
Danny English. That's supposed to be a dancehall artist. That sounds like a dancehall artist. It is dancehall artist.
Who is Eggnog? Eggnog.
I don't know about that. But the name, okay. Jamaican people have all kind of weird nicknames, so.
Okay.
But I'm not familiar with Eggnog.
I appreciate the call, sir. I appreciate the call.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yes, sir. All right. I had to throw him a couple of curveballs there, troll baby, to see if he's just calling and trying to put smut on Vybz Kartel's names. Deadpool and Wolverine movie review. Trash. Have we peaked in terms of art and creative cinema? And that, what are the numbers on that film? Number 9, you out there, Gene Richmond? Anybody from the MCU, email me and say, Star, I'm on the line. Sheesh. Oh, I see Luke Haney. Okay, who are you? Okay, who is this? Did you send it a donation? Kenyan, who are you? You're from Kenya. Where is your donation? No, I can't just do you a favor. I've never met an African with good intentions. Send it a donation, and we'll chop it up. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Area code 609. Please watch the language. We're doing research. Good afternoon, early evening, wherever you may be. 609.
Give me Star, what's going on? This big Keys calling out of Jersey.
Yes,
Trenton.
Trenton, how are you, sir? How are you?
Hey, I want to address two things. This Miss Queen, Simone Biles, and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Please, go ahead.
So at this point, Simone Biles, she can't do no wrong. She might as well run for president next.
Okay.
Is my opinion. She winning all the gold medals. Where she at? In 20 right now. So in my eyes, she might as well run for president. She might as well run for office after she's retired out of the Olympics. Take a position in the office. Political. Want to get the political route. She got my vote for anything she wanted to do after Olympics or so. So that's just my take on her.
Yeah.
Now, Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh my God! I know you're a comic book guy. You didn't like that movie at all, bro?
I used to be a comic book guy way back in the 70s. You know, I mean, I haven't kept up, and times are different. I get it. I do watch the MCU and DC films because I want to talk to, you guys about them. I try to stay in the loop as much as possible, but that whole alternate universe thing is just, it gets weird at times.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly.
Weird.
The multiverse is everywhere now. It's a lot for like old comic book guys like us to catch up on, but we understand it. The multi-universe, right. all these different timelines, all these alternate timelines. Now with the whole Dr. Doom situation, it's supposed to be another Tony Stark's in a different.
Yeah, I don't want to go into that. Please, let's not do that again. We had that discussion the other day. Let's just focus.
My fault.
No, that's okay. Deadpool. Wow, Ryan Reynolds. He's corny, dude. He's been corny.
Oh my God! Yeah, he got one of. Yeah, he does have a corny sense of humor and a lot of gay jokes in this. And I'm pretty sure the alphabet people got something to say about that. I already saw a report that they're up in arms about the amount of gay jokes in it.
Yeah.
Even the Christians saying something about him saying he's the Marvel Jesus. Like, they got something to say about that. But it's like, that's Ryan Reynolds. He took control of this whole movie. Disney gave him the reins. That's how he was able to get Wesley Snipes' Blade into it. Gave Wesley the call. Wesley's like, sure, you can get it done, do it. And he did what he could do.
I didn't see,
like, in all honesty,
I didn't see Wesley Snipes. He's in this film.
Yeah, yes, he reprised his role as the OG Blade.
Okay, I didn't get to that yet, or maybe I missed it. I'll go back.
Oh,
hang on.
Sorry, I'm sorry. My fault.
No, it's fine. I don't care if you spoil it. But so far it's been trash. He's sitting there going through an interview to be an Avenger. Just corny, man. Corny. Go ahead.
You had that part. Yeah.
I'm a half an hour past that part, but I'm just saying that was a corny part. Go ahead.
Yeah, I get it. It's basically Ryan Reynolds and shots at during the movie he's taking shots at Disney, he's taking shots at Fox, Sony, because that's how all the OG characters was able to come in, because these are failed projects from Sony and Fox. So that's why they're all able to reprise their roles in this movie. It's his shot at them for now Disney buying the rights to every MCU character. You feel me?
But tell me about the story, the plot. Was there one?
So, in my opinion, the plot was he basically fixed the timeline. He basically put everybody in their original positions, like this is about the forgotten heroes, basically, like Elektra, Wesley Snipes, Gambit. Can I say another spoiler?
Yeah, but just stick to some type of plot. I couldn't follow. It's just one corny joke after another. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. One gay joke after another. I get it. Basically, plot is to fix the MCU timeline, to get out of the void, put everybody back in their respective timelines, to restore Deadpool's world, and basically bring Wolverine back to a world that he destroyed. Basically, it's basically to repair the timeline. He's what they call him in the movie, an anchor, a timeline anchor. Okay. He's the anchor to bring the timeline back to up to speed and put everybody to rest. Like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
So in other words,
Blade.
So in other words, there was no real plot. This was just a big montage. This was like a trash rapper having 12 features and using 18 producers, basically.
Facts, like a DJ Khaled.
Oh, okay, all right. Hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time to call in. Any thoughts on Vybz Kartel, or you're not really concerned?
I mean,
just say no. No, I'm not.
I'm up to speed. I have a Jamaican barber. I called him last night about the whole situation. He's just basically like, forget Vybz, the murderer, the trash man, them, all that. He's going off on him.
Okay.
You got some Jamaicans are divided with Vybz. You got some that's with him, then you got some that's against him because of what he's done in his past.
Right.
So, it's divided. But I did see everybody in New York, but lights out in the air and all that. I seen everybody partying because he home.
Well, I'm not really concerned about New York because most of those people in New York, whether it be Brooklyn or Bronx, they just want to party. You know, they don't really have any say with regards to political affairs in Jamaica. Not saying that they're not linked to, you know, Jamaicans in Jamaica, but they just want to party. They just want, there's no music, you know. But I'm trying to go deeper. Thank you for the call, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate the call. Appreciate
yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Blade, you talking really crazy. Yeah, what was up with black women hating on Simone Biles' husband? He was wearing one of her gold medals around his neck. Baby, I got the lid. Let me hold that for you. Just in case somebody trying, you know, run up and snatch it and run. I got that. She's standing there holding him. They're holding each other. Sheesh, they were trying to drag him yesterday. Luke Haney, are you? Where's Luke Haney? He says, Kamala playing these niggas like puppets. What did she say? She said something when she was in Atlanta. Oh, they were getting jiggy in Atlanta. Did she say, Donald, if you got something to say it in my face? And the crowd went crazy. Woo! Yeah, girl. The black vote has no power. Get hype if you must. Alejandro got your donation. And Nat says salute to Queen Simone. Okay, somebody want to call in and break down this whole Olympic achievement of Simone Biles? In case you don't know, 27 years of age, she won the all-around title at the Paris Games, becoming the oldest all-around champion since 1952, and only the third woman and first since 1968 to win 2 Olympic all-around titles. Forgive me for saying this, but if there were ever a time when her husband should let her sit on his face and just jerk his joystick, now would be the time. Now would be the time. Can I get an amen in live chat, huh? Real niggas know what I'm talking about, huh? Baby girl, listen, you just put on the heels and sit on my face. I'm just gonna lay right here. I'm gonna go to sleep with you sitting on my face. That's that old shit. Area code 510. Good evening. We're talking about Vybz Kartel released from prison. Are you up to speed? 510.
Yeah, nah. What's up, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Sir Shy in the building. I'm all right, man.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. It's cracking.
Yep. I'm all right. Beautiful. Have the day off. Just out here listening to the broadcast.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Vybz Kartel, not really one of my favorite Jamaican artists. You know, I'm more of the old school, you know, Shabba Ranks, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, all them. So by the time he was kicking off, I was kind of checked out. So if he's home, he's home. But he seems like a watered down version of himself. And I think is it an election year in Jamaica as well? If there is, I'm sure he'd be used as a tool to get votes or whatever.
Okay.
Any
Jamaicans in your family or no, sir? Shy, I forget.
Nope, no Jamaica, no Caribbean over here.
Well, to be fair, Vybz Kartel, who's 48 years of age, he kind of paved a new lane. You say you're into the old school. I'm older than you, respectfully. And,
right.
Vybz was able to come out at a time when dancehall music was very redundant. I know I was in those dancehall clubs in the 80s doing the belly rub. And then later on in the 90s, we were doing the bogle. But he was able to find his own lane, if you will. And he brought in the females, whereas some of the guys you mentioned, they were just, it was gunman talk, you know? So I'm hopeful that he still has something left in his tank. And there's nothing wrong with being used. A wise man once said, if you can't be used, then maybe you're useless. Fabulous said that on the Star and Buck Wild show. Fabulous.
Yeah.
So
in the Bay Area,
are you just a Vybz Kartel hater from the Bay? Keep it real.
No, I'm not a hater in the Bay. Actually, because we don't have the big Jamaican population in the Bay Area, I actually found out about Jamaican music at the flea market. I got my first Yellow Man tape, the Yellow Man, the artist.
Yeah.
And then after that, I've been into Jamaican artists ever since. Yellow Man, of course, the Wailers, all that. Late 2010s, late 2000s, early 2010s, when Boz was on his height. I just wasn't into him. It's not really not really into it. I'd rather listen to Sean Paul or Beanie Man or something. I don't know.
You mentioned Peter Tosh. Can you name one of Peter Tosh's albums?
What's that one though? Fire song, like light the fire. It's like something about legalize it. You got to legalize it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the best singer, but it's a song called Legalize It. I'm sure you know the rest.
Go ahead.
Queen Simone Biles, of course, I already chimed on it the other day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, she's the GOAT. I kind of agree with the last caller, getting the politics or something, but I think she'll finally get that Taylor Swift treatment this season during the Chicago Bears games. So when she'll be at the Bears games, I hope the NFL would focus on her the same way they did for Taylor Swift at Kansas City.
Okay.
And then last but not least on Deadpool and Wolverine, according to Variety, I liked it. My whole theater was laughing, and I'm about to see it again tomorrow with some coworkers.
Damn.
500 as of right now. Variety said 545 million worldwide.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So this thing is.
I'm sure this will do $1 billion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the 85%, the deaf, the dumb and the blind, and the uncivilized, they love this.
Ryan Reynolds has always been a very good action star from Blade Trinity. He did some other stuff like the Bodyguard, where he was him and Samuel Jackson, where he was a bodyguard for an assassin.
Yeah.
So he's but just I'll give more props to Hugh Jackman. I think Hugh Jackman's range, the way he took Wolverine and went back to the old school comics, he did everything from the cigar chomping. Yeah. They got his powers right. And man, like I said, you'll love that Wesley Snipes scene. And it's good to see Wesley back in movies, man.
I probably won't, to be honest with you. Wesley Snipes is too old to play Blade. Let's keep it real. The
way he was moving. The guy was moving like he was in his 30s.
Yeah,
I mean he's been doing this since Michael Jackson's Bad video. That was 1987. So I mean Wesley Snipes, he hasn't missed a beat, and he just had his birthday the other day.
All right. I don't celebrate birthdays. Sir Shine, great to talk to you, man. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes,
have a good one.
Thank you. Give me a second, guys. Where are my notes? I'm missing something here. I don't know what the hell happened to it. Mr. T, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. On today's episode of Cooking with Luke Caney, he'll be making chocolate cookies from sugarcane goat's milk and antelope droppings as the chips. T sends it a donation. Star Serena Williams shows up for her all the time. Okay. Black hoes love it. But when Simone Biles man shows up, they hatin'. Die slow, mammy. Sir, you are absolutely right. Or is that a ma'am? T. Yeah, Serena Williams' husband shows up. And they love it. Simone Biles' husband was there. He just wearing her medal. They were tearing him up. Why are you wearing her medal? Anybody know what I'm talking about, troll babies? Sheesh. That was crazy. Okay. So I spoke to that person. I'm looking for someone to call in with regards to, no, I don't see that person there. Area code 601, are you there? Good evening. Having a discussion, please. Watch the language.
Hey.
601.
Hey, Star, how you doing?
I'm doing, sir. How are you?
You got a lot of topics going on, but I wanted to talk about the Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Okay.
Your first two callers, but the last two callers talked about it, had it kind of spot on.
Okay.
But what this movie was actually, Star, was, I know you're a science fiction guy, you like Star Trek and, Close Kind of Third Kind, all that kind of stuff. But what this was the first R-rated movie in Disney's arsenal. They never had an R-rated movie before in the Disney, up under the MCU universe. The second thing this kind of distinguished was the mutants. And basically what it is Disney and the MCU's never had mutants before. Okay. They've kind of brushed through it before and things of that nature. But this movie actually had a lot of mutants in it because, once again, after the Kane Dynasty, after the Doomsday thing, they're going to go into the mutants.
Okay.
The third thing is that, 20th Century Fox owned all these characters at one time. So it's kind of sort of like a burial for those characters. They weren't, because every character in there was a part of a 20th Century Fox movie.
Okay.
So it's kind of killing the 20th Century Fox theme and now bringing it to the Marvel theme.
Well,
so it's a lot of
I appreciate the detail, but most people don't care about stuff like that. We just want to go see a film and be
right.
For whatever amount of time that film is running. We want to be sucked into the world. Entertain me. Make me imagine that I'm one of the characters. Make me feel like, hey, this was a phenomenal piece of art. I have to see this again. I have to tell people about it. You're saying that this plot and the story, other than the R rating, which more than likely was because of the violence and the blood, right? You're saying that this story had some real legs to it and some depth? So you're saying?
It did, Star. And like I said before, you have to actually look at the second Deadpool movie to kind of get an understanding of it.
I saw it.
Ryan Reynolds.
Sir, I saw the first and the second. Trash!
Well, hold on, Star. I'm gonna tell you, because you said Ryan Reynolds is a clown or a goofy, as you would say, but that's his character. That's who Deadpool is. Deadpool in the Marvel universe is not a serious character.
I got it. I got all that.
So actually, Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool is perfect because that's how he acts. And like I said before, it's gonna make over $1 billion. And actually, this movie actually put Marvel over the $30 billion mark for all their movies. It's like the first franchise ever do that. $30 billion for all their movies and stuff like that. So it's a deeper meaning to it, but you have to actually be kind of sucked into that universe to kind of understand it. But if you notice in the movie, I know you're probably not a big Marvel fan, that every character in there was no kind of like Marvel Cinematic Hero, no Captain Americas, no, Iron Mans or nothing like that. These were basically characters that was in the Fox universe as mutants and things like that. Yep. So I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but yeah, there are a couple of cameos in there.
Well, hang on a second. I don't mind you so-called spoiling it. I've already determined that it's trash, but someone did call in, told us about Wesley Snipes. I guess I'll go back and look for him. But I mean,
but it's kind of
hang on, sir. Hang on. Ahead, I'll give you the last word. With all due respect, I disagree. You don't have to know everything about a film to see or to make a determination whether it captures your attention or not. That's what people say about you have to read the book. No, you don't. I paid my money. If I'm not entertained, then I'm out of here. But you're right; it's doing phenomenal numbers. Go and finish up. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I wanted to say, Stark. Like I said before, this is just a bouquet for all those Fox characters that were in the Fox universe. Now they're kind of in the Marvel universe. But I want to say one more thing, Star, before I leave about Simone Biles. Yeah. One thing about her is, when she got it, almost reminded me of Willis Reed coming out from, when Willis Reed got hurt in the New York game, and he had that thigh or something like that.
Willis Reed
played for the Knicks. Was it? Yeah. No, Walt Frazier. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I messed up.
Well, it's the same era. Damn, how old are you? What are you, in your 60s? Willis Reed and Walt Frazier. How old are you, nigga?
I'm 48, sorry. But like I said, when he came down and was hurt and came back in the game and played for the Knicks, it reminded me of Simone Biles. So you kind of knew she was going to win at least 2 medals. But hopefully the same love comes to Carl Richardson when they start the track and field stuff, because, she's actually the front runner right now to win 2 or 3 gold medals.
Okay. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I'm reading something here. I have a small announcement. It's nothing big. I'm going to pull back on drinking wine during the show for at least a week or 2. It's hot as hell here where I'm at in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. And, I've started working out a little bit more. I brought my weight bench into the living room because it's too hot to be lift weights, pumping iron on the goddamn patio. It's too hot. So, that just the wine. I can't do the wine every day and then working out. It has nothing to do with the 28-year-old Jamaican who I hung out with. No, I just need to pull back on the goddamn wine. That's all. Sponsors, anybody want to call in? Just email me and say, Star, I'm on the line. Glamour, are you out there? Are you available? Where is Glamour? Skylar Saunders. Skylar, I've got your new banner coming up. Coach Gatz. Jace, are you out there? Jace, you can always call in. The Jace perspective, okay. Vybz Kartel, his fiance. They are engaged. She now lives in Kingston, in case you don't know. Let me just give you a little more background in case you're just now joining me. She is a British citizen. I think she's of Turkish descent. And they got engaged in the summer of 2022 during an authorized prison visit. Okay. She studied psychology and was employed in London as a social worker, helping vulnerable adults and children. She left that all behind to move to Kingston to be with Vybz. She did graduate, for those who don't know. And they were having conjugal visits as well, dating back to 2015. So he got her strung out on the tool. Vybz Kartel, also known as Adidija Palmer. I like his music. I always have. Area code 289, discussing Vybz Kartel released from prison. Please watch the language. This is a research show. Are you there? I think you're tapping in from Canada. From Canada, yes?
What I want.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, what you show me, you ask one little man about some man named Eggnog. Eggnog, no one little artist where never get big in the...
Well, that was a caller from earlier, so I'm just asking him if he knew.
Me know, okay. But me just try correct the little man.
Well, listen, I like what Eggnog does, but he didn't know who he was, so it's not a big deal.
But me know Eggnog was one little artist where he never really get big in the music system. It wasn't bad, but
Well, he's on the come up, yes, Eggnog.
Yeah, man. No, it was a good little stage artist.
This is not an argument, sir. This is not an argument. I'm mentioning people who I know of he didn't necessarily
All right,
know.
keep it on. Keep
Come
it
on,
on.
come
Make
on.
me hear it.
Vybz Kartel released. Vybz Kartel. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Talk to me.
Well, he's been released.
Talk to me now.
You talk to me. He's been released. What say you?
Him released. Well, not a big fan of him.
Okay.
God bless him.
Okay.
And him have kids, say, go support and deal with whether them of age and what do I say? If him do such thing, I hope God forgive him, which the parents of that man, whether I'm dead or in deceased, I don't can't find him whatsoever.
You mean Lizard?
If him still, yeah, if him dead, as I said, may him soul rest in peace. And if somebody I don't know, but me go another year there over the Portmore area there, I know. Me not gonna say me know, but me know the bangarang we go on over them the year there. And, you know, people.
Are you from Yard yourself, sir? Where you from?
Yeah, man. Me a yard, man.
Well, listen, sir, a lot of people, they have family from Yard, but they themselves are not quote unquote Jamaican,
Yeah. We understand that. Me understand that.
Come on.
Me not have to talk the whole patois thing to because sometimes you adapt certain different stuff and language, you understand?
Okay.
So me not have to talk the patois, me not have to tell you say, yeah, man, and cuss the BC and the your blood clot, and you understand? So sorry about that. Me don't want to go past the border, you understand?
So now, did you go to elementary school, middle school, and did you graduate?
No, I never graduate. I'm not a graduate.
Me neither. That's okay.
Kid grew up without mom nor dad, so me know the streets. Been there, done that. Try to never get out of the line with the law, and bless up to all of the hardworking police officer and the government worker them, and everybody will try to put things together, and the wicked one.
What part of Jamaica are you from, sir? What part are you from?
Right at Portmore. Right at behind what?
Okay.
Yeah. So
I have an associate. I have an associate named Queen's Flip. He owns properties in Steertown. You know where Steertown is?
Steertown is way in the country. That's way in the country.
Well, he's bought about 4, maybe 5 condos out there. He's getting that money.
Yes, Steertown are way down in that country there, man. What year that again? Steertown, when you go.
Yep.
Steertown are way down in our little country. I want to country here there.
Yeah. Well, he charges about about $5,000 a month per unit in Steertown.
Yeah, but when me I try to tell you, Steertown and a little bad here. It's a nice area where people live together, and it's a little community where everybody look out for everybody. And you're not going to hear them bang around much longer.
Nigga start snitching on Flip.
It's a little town where everybody know everybody.
Yeah. I've never been there myself, but I do want to go to Jamaica. I don't mean to cut you off. With regards to, hang on, let me just say this. I've decided I want to go to see Cockpit Country. It's supposedly it's like a beautiful place, and before they start mining for bauxite. Yes.
Yeah. Well, one thing before you go there, so when you go there, make sure that them not plan to put in down in the backside and think say you're a millionaire to get some money out of you. You hear me? I say?
Well, my friend Queen's Flip, he has a security detail, so his security will escort me.
Me know my friend, but listen to me, I say, no. Sometimes security can help you. I just God, the prayers of God can help you.
Yeah.
So the same security, sometimes the same security them get you out, and get you down,
Yeah. Well.
You get to me, I say.
Hey, I appreciate the call. Hang on, before you go.
We're not done with it yet.
No, I have to ask you this. I have to stay on topic. So, Vybz Kartel released from prison. I heard you say you're no fan of his. I get it.
No.
However, this is big for Jamaica. This is big for the dance hall community. Can he do something that is monumental to assist in any type of way, whether it be economic, political, or inspirational for generations to come? I know that's a book.
He can.
Go ahead.
He can, because he's not a dunce and he's not a dummy.
Right.
He is pretty smart, and I know that. And we do all make mistakes in life.
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna say he did whatever we say or them said.
Right.
I'm just put it in this way. He is pretty smart and he is pretty good. And a human being, we all make mistakes.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And he can do, you know what he can do? If he's smart, I hope he's listening to me. I'm not a fan of him, and I do have nothing against the guy, and I wish him all the best in life. And I have brother that died and gone, and up to this day, nobody don't know who killed him. So may his soul rest in peace also. Anyway, so what I'm
Yachty, good to talk to you, man. Respect.
This is what I'm saying.
No. Listen. I have to go. I have other calls.
I hope.
Yachty.
Yes,
I have other calls. Bless up.
You know about me as a making do.
Thank you, sir. Again, I let him speak. Dante says, Star, how did you understand him? Well, listen, I've already told that story about how I can understand those. Even the much older West Indian dialects. I have family. And back in the 70s, when we used to go to the Bronx, Queens, that's when the accents were even thicker. And they didn't, you couldn't be a Yankee and eat at the dinner table of a West Indian family in the 70s. Unless you were family, whether it be by marriage or family. So I started picking up at a very early age. And when I moved to New York in 81, that's how I linked up with the Shower Posse. I could understand them. I could understand them. I said, well, listen, I just want to, learn my way around. What are you guys up to? We're standing on Flatbush Avenue, eating food, talking. I understood what they were saying. I said, oh, you want to go collect some money? Oh, okay. Let's go. The rest is history. Hey, Janelle, I got your donation. Call in, Janelle. Call in and put some respect on Simone Biles' name, huh? Big Yankee 89. Big Yankee, and it says, big up Cartel. Yes, sir, absolutely. Yes, sir. I want to see this man do something along the lines of a political, nature, if you will. He's 48 now. For those of you who don't know, Bob Marley was in his 30s when he moved out of Jamaica or left and recorded, the monumental album Exodus in London. I don't know if Vybz Kartel has that in him now at his age. He's dealing with health issues. I'm not trying to make fun of that. Graves' disease and a heart condition. And supposedly it's getting worse. But I would like to see him do something different from what he had. I know he's got some music out now, but it's like, give me something with regards to, I don't know, something a little bit more conscious, if you will. Anybody know dancehall? Do you remember when Sprague Benz made the shift? Huh? When Sprague Benz made the shift and started talking about things more so with regards to, okay, hold on a second. Okay, call in. Peace. I didn't see you in the queue, left-handed. Thank you for texting me. Were you on hold? Left-handed.
What's good, man? Everything's everything. Yeah, I was on hold, man. I was vibing out. It's all good.
Okay. Well, thanks for texting me, man, because I got so much going on here. Simone Biles. Simone Biles. Let me put this on the screen, man. Yes. Phenomenal job today and last couple of days. Please, where do you want to start? Simone Biles.
Absolutely, man. And first, I want to preface my little dialect here with saying that respect goes to Yada Bear, man, because we had a conversation on the show about the greatest athletes.
Okay.
And her choice was the greatest athlete of all time, Simone Biles.
Okay.
And she stood on her business. She came with facts. You know what I mean? And I had to give it up to her. Right now, she's on vacation out in out somewhere. She's out doing her thing. Respect to her. But yeah, man, Simone Biles, man, absolutely, man. You got to put some respect on her name. When you can witness that moment and pay respect to how dope it is, you know what I mean? No matter, what aspect you come from, you got to respect it. A 59.131 for what she did on the balance beam and her floor exercise. Okay. And she's doing her thing, man. And if you don't put no respect on her name, you're not paying attention, you don't care, or something else is wrong with you. Pardon self. Something else is wrong with you. In regards to her husband, Jonathan Owens, having the gold medal around his neck, as he should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who cares what a peon got to say, man? You know what I mean? These peasants always got something to say, man, about what somebody else is doing. His wife earned that. He's supporting his wife. You know what I mean? So I concur with everything you were saying earlier, my dude. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's my wife.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got it.
So that's what we doing, I think that, this record, we could talk about baseball, football, whatever, but I think when you talk about an individual sport, you know what I mean? Like gymnastics, where all eyes are on you and nobody else. And it's up to you to come through and get that gold medal. Whatever those 10s. Again, man, she's not going to make you forget about the old ones, but you have to scratch your head to remember them. You know what I mean? So when they talk about this gymnastic thing on the Olympic level, any other type of level, Simone Biles' name don't come up, you don't know what you're talking about.
Now, hang on. Since you and Yada Bear from Down and In Sports on YouTube, who were some of the other people that you guys had in that discussion of the greatest athletes, you said, not just gymnastics.
Wow.
Athletes,
yeah.
Right? Who'd you say?
Yeah, athletes. Absolutely. I had to take it back. I mean, because she could only talk from her, from what she's seen. Right. So I get that. So when you talk about athletes, I was talking about like Jesse Owens.
Oh,
maybe. Like,
I was just about to say.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say Jesse Owens. Huh?
Yeah.
Bob Hayes.
About athletes of all time. We talk about all time, not sometime.
Yeah.
Not your time, not part of the time. We talking all time.
Come on.
You know what I mean? So you have to put athletes into the perspective. Wilma Rudolph. You know what I mean? For real.
Arthur Ashe.
Damn it. Excuse, I didn't hear you.
Arthur Ashe.
Absolutely. Yeah. Arthur Ashe. Absolutely. Yes, sir. So I mean, again, but she kind of kept it in the present format in modern day times, which was cool. You know what I mean? But she stood on her business, and she was all about Simone Biles, and I'm with her 100,000%. Absolutely. So she got her name in the books. Her husband is there supporting her as he should. You know what I mean? Because if it was any other thing, it'd be some speculation going on.
Right.
But you don't have to worry about that in this scenario. And she supports him. You know what I mean? So that's a great thing. Two athletes supporting each other in their different endeavors, and that's dope. But yeah, man, I just wanted to put some respect.
No, hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm just glad he's not doing her like what was Halle Berry's ex-husband's name?
David Justice.
No. That hating ass nigga at the Oscars. Eric Benet.
Oh, Eric Benet. Oh, so the Velvet dude. Yeah.
Hang on, kids. This is an old nigga moment here. Do you remember Halle Berry won the Oscar? She's up on stage crying, and this nigga was in the audience hating.
With the screw face, yes.
Screw face. I said, look at this hating ass nigga, Eric Benet.
Yeah. Yo, that's what it is. Yeah, absolutely, man. So again, man, you can support your significant other in what they do, man, and that's great to see, man. Black love all day, that's what that is, man.
Let me ask one more question.
I ain't gonna hold the line up. I just want to tap in.
Hold on. Coco McGough. How do you say her last name? Goff.
Coco Gauff. Man, yeah.
What happened? Crying.
You know what? I feel like, in Coco Gauff's scenario, man, she has a leg to stand on, but a lot of the times, they're going to do the technical aspect on her in regards to her, because now she's getting kind of a reputation. You know what I mean? Because every other event, she's, beefing at the official or something's going on. Not taking away from her talent, but that's taking away from her talent.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Respect coach. You know what I'm saying, sir? Don't get that reputation because that will precede you, and then you won't get those calls, those judgment calls. You will not get. So
I have to have another old nigga moment here. You know, she came up. You know, I saw her parents raising her. She's been playing tennis all her life.
Right.
But I never saw Zena Garrison crying. Right, Zena Garrison,
Right.
former tennis player. I saw her get down for hers. Forest Hills Country Club back in the 80s. You know, I never saw her cry. What's with all this emotions? And what's the other girl's name? Half black, half Japanese. She had to sit out of some tennis matches. Depression. What's her name?
Naomi Osaka. If I'm not mistaken, Osaka. And she's with my man Corday. Yeah, absolutely. Or she was, or whatever.
I never saw Zena Garrison cry. I never saw the. Well, I think I may have seen one of the Williams sisters cry, but you know, just I don't know. Anyway, man, any thoughts on Vybz Kartel being released from prison, left-handed?
Not necessarily, but it's always good to see another, you know, black man, you know, get released out the belly of the beast, man. So that's as far as I can go on that. But respect to him. And again, man, different people have different opinions, and I'm from the opinion basically that the main objective was served. He's out, and let the man live out the rest of his days in however it's going to turn out. So respect the vibes.
Great to talk to you, man. Home. Great to talk to you.
I salute, man. Peace.
Okay. Left-handed's happening. Hey, Chanel, I got your donation. Okay, she says, Star, you ought to be ashamed of yourself dating a 28-year-old Jamaican girl. I'm not necessarily dating her. She came on to me. I was a little leery at first. You know, we hung out. Might hang out again, but I've already laid down my rules, parameters. You know, we can possibly see each other, you know, only in the daytime, never at night. And it has to be around my nap schedule. But I'm not stressing younger females. I just can't necessarily find older females to hang out with who don't have a lot of baggage or who aren't going through some type of depression. I've never been depressed. I don't want to talk to somebody who's, you know, always popping a pill and nothing ass kids and grandkids, you know. Oh, that reminds me. Do you guys know the name of my challenge? Let me look in the live chat real quick. This is a research show I'm doing here. Do you guys know the name of my challenge? I just started this a couple of days ago. My challenge? No, we're going to come back to the war on mammies. I've got another challenge. No, I've never been a sugar daddy in my life. Nor would I be. Somebody said Star's a sugar daddy. I don't pay for nothing. I ain't buying nobody nothing. Absolutely not. Let me go to area code 917. Good evening, Research Edition. Please watch the language. 917, Vybz Kartel has been released, or Simone Biles. Are you there?
Big dog, what up?
Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking. We're shaking.
It's King Glare, baby.
Hey, what's up, man? What's good with you? Let me get your information on the screen, man. Good to hear from you.
Please. Like to hear from you. Please do. I appreciate you.
Well, as I'm looking for your information, I want you to introduce yourself to the audience. You've been doing this thing for a while now, and tell them about your platform, please. Go ahead.
Truth Be Told Podcast. Truth Be Told Podcast. YouTube Truth Be Told Podcast. King Glam. Yeah, man, I'm doing a podcast thing. I've been here for a while doing it on the underground scene, probably over 10 years.
Okay.
Man, been in, been out. Now I'm trying to stay in this mother.
Now
you try to get my, you know.
Yeah, you did a show recently on R. Kelly, and I was trying to mention that, but you were busy that day. He's trying to get out again. Is he getting stressed? What's going on with R. Kelly? I saw a video with somebody. It appeared to be him singing, but it could have just been somebody cleaning up a day room, and then they put R. Kelly's a cappella vocals on top. I wasn't sure. What's going on with R. Kelly wanting to get out?
I don't know. He's trying to get out due to the fact that the statute of limitations on that case is over.
Okay.
Because this case was in the 90s, and now I think 2003 they passed a new law about, based on what he's in for.
Yeah.
With the pornography and all that. So he's trying to appeal that. And I don't know. I don't know. He might have a shot. It's nothing. Vybz is out. Anything's possible.
Who'd you say is out? Vybz.
Vybz Kartel. Vybz. He's out. I mean, anything's possible. Why can't R. Kelly get out? If enough people back him, he might have a chance. Who knows? If
you want my opinion, they never found Lizard's body, so at some point they had to make a decision based upon the law. Not that I'm saying Vybz Kartel is totally innocent, but R. Kelly had people testify against him. I think he was a victim. He's dyslexic, so gave away a lot of the rights to his music, the mechanical residuals and publishing and stuff. Just gave that stuff away.
Yeah.
Can a presidential pardon get him out?
A pardon for Kamala? You think Kamala listening to R. Kelly? Maybe she might pardon him.
Bingo.
A black woman? I'm sure she got R. Kelly in her playlist.
Let me look in the live chat. Troll Babies, can a presidential pardon get R. Kelly out of jail? If she does that, I might vote for the broad. And I'm a Trump supporter.
Nah. Black people won't allow that. The woman, if she do that, she won't lose about half the women vote. You know that. Automatic. She's out of here. Okay. She's going back to being Indian. She won't be black no more.
I'm just talking crazy. Hey, man, so what else with your platform? When is your next live? When are you going live or posting new content, please?
I'm going to try to go tomorrow. We at 950 right now. I'm trying to hit that 1K mark. Okay. That'll be a great thing to happen in the next couple of weeks. I can get there. Hopefully, I'm staying on your platform, stay promoting. Hopefully, I get some traction. I got a new co-host. I lost my old co-host. So, just reviving again. She dipped out, but you know how it is.
Let me make a suggestion. Every time you post a video, email it to us. Amy will be back from vacation next week sometime. Let us post that new video in the community section. Please go in there and interact with the people who comment so they can know that you're trying to bring them over to your page. Got to be interactive with the people who comment. All right.
Absolutely, boss. Absolutely.
Yeah. And do you have a wrench so you can post links in my live chat? If not, send me your link right now and I'll get you a wrench.
I appreciate that. I'll do that.
I appreciate you, man. Salute. Yes, sir.
Truth be told, Star P.
You got it. Okay, guys on the screen right now, youtube.com/@Truth Be Told podcast. And if you are a potential sponsor, I want you to have a wrench. We don't have admins blocking people in the live chat. I want you talking crazy in there. But if you're a sponsor, we want you to promote your links during my live streams, okay? Hey, Samantha, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Oh, she says, F Cartel, justice for Lizard. Do you want to call in, Samantha? I mean, you don't have to, but thank you, darling. Justice for Lizard. Has Lizard's family released a statement? Hold on a second. Okay. Folks, please just don't send me random emails. I mean, I'm not stressing a donation, but I just don't have time to just read, stuff that has nothing to do with the show. Put some respect on my goddamn name. At the top of the live chat should be, let me just double check. The PayPal link. Hold on. You got the PayPal link. You got the Cash App on the screen. Do not interrupt nor disrupt what it is that I do here. Hold on a second. Somebody from Africa. Delete. What's wrong with you? Uh-oh. Florida boy Jay, good to hear from you, sir. You're back in Florida. Yes? FBJ.
Yeah. Real niggas is back in the home state, the Sunshine State. We was out on the West Coast doing some business.
Okay.
Did a live stream with Chick Smooth. I was in Vegas, so salute to him.
Nice.
And we we back on the East Coast right now, man. You know what I'm saying? What's popping? So what we talking about tonight, man?
Vybz Kartel released from prison. He's 48 years of age, and I mean, I've liked a good amount of his music. You know, when he was out in the world, so to speak. I'm just curious, and I want people from Jamaica or any type of West Indian descent to chime in and see if you think he has a monumental, you know, album within him, because now would be the time. It can't just be music about, you know, smashing girls and, you know, cars and jewelry. He did 13 years. It's got to be something next level. What do you think?
I think the hell not. This nigga ain't no Nelson Mandela. This nigga didn't go into jail on some political activism and martyred himself for the greater good of Jamaica. No, this nigga is that nigga got, you know, murderer, convicted, overturned, whatever. Cool, salute. Gangster, thug, and a beautiful musician. One of the greatest musicians we've had in the 21st century. I love Ponda Gaza. I love Kingston Stories, my favorite album by him in 2000. I mess with him.
Okay.
I grew up in Florida. Ain't no way Jamaican dancehall music, like we don't vibe with that. Of course, I'm a big fan. When it comes to the music, I need the BS. I need the ignorant. I like say when Bootsy got locked up and his stuff got overturned. I didn't need Bootsy coming out dropping a God's plan. No, we need more killing and drilling, bodies dropping. Now we know you certified. Now you actually can pack niggas up. Or we need more killer rhymes. We need killer rhymes times 3, nigga. What? Stop playing. I don't want no Let's Unite Jamaica. I need some corruption bars so we paid the government off. Nigga, tax free. I chop the body up and you can't find it. Nigga, Vybz is bite.
Wow. Okay. But you do know he's almost 50. Yes. So he hasn't been living that life for over a decade, and the chances of him living that life now are slim to none. You do realize that, yes?
I realize that, just like I realize Rick Ross is around his 50s, and I want him to keep rapping about cocaine. Young Jeezy is about to hit 50, and I want him to keep rapping about cocaine.
Good point.
Wiz Khalifa and Currency about to hit 40. If they have another rap that ain't got nothing to do with dime bags of weed and engine motors, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about no fatherhood, dunking the Oreos and the cookies with my kids playing Hot Wheels. Nigga, F all that. Where's the hoes? Where's the drugs, nigga? I'm coming at niggas like the ATF. Where's the hoes and the drugs, nigga?
Okay. Florida Boy J has tapped in. So also
hold on, real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick. I am going niggas in Jacksonville. I will be in the Real Team all weekend downtown basement in Jacksonville, Florida. Vybz is back. Real Team in Jacksonville is going up this weekend till 4 in the morning. Nigga, I'll be in there with a beef patty, nigga. Red stripe, nigga, is up. It's up.
Okay.
It might be a Jamaican holiday down here.
Okay. And thank you for assisting me early with Lil RT. He's from, is it Buckhead somewhere? Lil RT.
The greater Atlanta metro region. I think he may be, I don't know if it was official like the west side of Atlanta, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, he is definitely from Atlanta. Lil RT, he's a nigga do the dash 60 miles. It was a cute line because he's a kid. Because if you do a crime or whatever, doing 60 miles is below the speed limit. But it was cool. But at the end of the day, I think Lil RT is the result of the destructive culture of Black American music, which is hip hop. And the downsides of it, I look at Lil RT like I look at a lot of these underage social media figures that are being manipulated and pawned off by their parents and sold to the wolves. And I really wish child services would step in. And
easy. I don't wish nothing bad upon the family. They're doing what they do. Okay, so now I can appreciate everything you said, and I want you to finish up with regards to Vybz Kartel. That sounds great, man. You want him to keep it real, but after doing 13, if I'm not mistaken, 13 years in a Jamaican prison, no ventilation, no windows, concrete walls, and just a bucket. You don't think that he has been broken in half somewhat, and you think he's going to really come back talking about, you know, cars, bitches, and money? You really think that at 48?
Absolutely, because with the conditions you just named, I don't see even the sanest of squares sitting in a Jamaican prison for 10 plus years and coming out as an upstanding citizen, much less a nigga who actually got convicted for some heinous crimes and got money on ignorance. You think that nigga who got rich off ignorance, allegedly dropping bodies, sitting in no AC Jamaican hot prisons for 13 years, going to come out with any sort of sanity and logical dissonance? Hell no.
But hang on a second, Florida Boy J, to be fair, a lot of his music, most of it wasn't just ignorance. He was singing and rapping to the ladies. That's what really solidified what. Hang on. That's what solidified his lane. That's what took him into a different path other than previous dancehall artists. He actually, well, you know, never mind. I couldn't go too deep, but you're saying, give me the ignorance. Long story short, yes.
Well, long story short, not even just give me the ignorance, give me what we've been missing. Give us what we've been wanting while you were gone. When he was gone, us down here, we weren't talking about, man, when Vibe comes out, man, we need some uplifting stuff. We was like, man, we need some of the stuff for the ladies. We need some of the stuff for, come on, the vibes, man. We don't need no.
Okay. Anything else you want to mention? We spoke about Simone Biles. Deadpool and Wolverine. Did you see that movie?
Not yet. I was going to watch it on the Free Movie Network earlier today, but we decided to watch Quiet Place 2.
Okay.
And also Simone Biles. Let's put some respect on one of the greatest black women in the history of sport.
Absolutely.
She is not only, she surpassed the Michael Jordan of gymnastics. She is the alpha omega. She has a message for niggas who had anything to say about her hair. She said, next time you want to comment on a black girl's hair in all caps, just don't. Letting these hoes know. Yeah. She just took home some new hardware. She's a 6-time Olympic as an all-around final.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She was kicking smoke at a former teammate that said they lazy, have no work ethic. Then when they won the gold, she went on her IG and said, and not even tagged, but had the comment that the white girl posted on her live stream that said, lack of talent, lazy, Olympic champion.
That was her previous teammate who only won a silver medal during the Tokyo Olympics. A silver medal.
Salty white Yakub, Michaela Skinner hating on the black woman, man.
Right.
We can't have none of that. We can't have none of that. Seeing Star. One of my favorite parts of the Olympics, I think it was London or one of those other teams, they thought they won until the Americans had another score. And when the American score came, they won gold. Just the crushed faces on all the girls internationally who ever thought it was going to get in the same gym as Simone Biles and compete. Now, I will say before I get off, salute to the Brazilian team and their beautiful athletes who also competed against her. Did good, but close to no cigar.
No. I don't care about them, to be honest with you. Hey, man, great to talk to you. Let's catch up tomorrow if you but if you're going live, just let me know, okay?
Absolutely, man. Appreciate it. Hey, everybody check on Florida Boy J on my page. Episode with Chick Smooth out right now.
Get me the new banner with your ex.
With my Twitter, my Twitter page. Yeah.
And send me the link to the episode with you and Chick Smooth so I can promote that.
Say less, I got you. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Back in the building, Star Report. Okay, it's Thursday evening. We're having a discussion here about Vybz Kartel, who has been released from prison in Jamaica after winning an appeal. You should know the history of his court case and the Privy Council. I'm not going to go back into all that now. I'm asking the question, and we've been having a pretty good discussion. Does he have anything else to offer? Anything that's on a deeper level? He's 48 years of age. He's dealing with health issues, heart condition, Graves' disease. To his credit, he did say in the Hummer limousine when he got out of the prison, said to the youth, stay away from crime. It's not worth it, But he did hold up a bottle of champagne. You can see the watch and the pinky ring. Valerie, Valerie, I got your donation. Valerie said, Star, let's not forget, at the peak of Vybz Kartel's success, he was a coon who bleached his skin, he has nothing left to offer society except coon music, and most of his audience in Jamaica are coons as well. Okay, she sent it a donation. Andre, I got your donation. Yes, I'm aware of the fact that Cardi B filed for divorce, and the day after filing for divorce, this is her second time filing for divorce, she announced that she's pregnant. So I don't know. I just, I'm not sure I really want to touch on that. I did read part of the story. She said it has nothing to do with cheating rumors. She's just tired of the nigga, Okay. Let me go to area code 757. Extended show, please be mindful of the language. 757. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Star. Wagwan.
Sounds like someone I know. 757. Crime skills?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I call you a couple. You don't know a couple of occasions already.
Oh, okay. I thought you were crime skills, but good evening, sir.
Feeding tree.
Oh, feeding
tree. Feeding tree. You don't know.
Are you? Whoa. Are you from Feeding Tree?
No. Me not come from Feeding
Tree.
Okay. You don't know. Me know the end time. Relation.
Yeah, good.
Relation.
Good.
You don't know the thing, go. Star, here I go on now. This thing with cartels is good and bad, You understand? It's good for people who don't understand what's going on. And I'm not here to tell what's going on, but just be a part of your show and kind of, enlighten people on certain things. Even though people are going to speculate who don't really know what really go down, because like I said, it's two-part to it.
Come on.
You have somebody join and somebody mourning. You understand what I mean by that?
Right.
Now, if you're a fan of Cartel, love the music, love who he is or whatever you love his for him is, you're going to see the side of the joy. And then if he's a family or a friend of Lizard, you go on justice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about where the line draw and which side you're going to be on when the line is drawn. So, people are talking about Cartel Day, July 31st in Jamaica, make it a holiday and this and that. Mm-hmm. It's bigger than what's really going on, that release.
Right.
You understand? There's a lot of things tied into it, and I'm going to say this, like I said, people are coming with all kind of conspiracy theory things. See, politics is a thing where you get deep. And you don't want to go too deep in it because your fans, you have more of American fans than international Jamaican foreigners fans, if that makes sense. Well, I'm not going to say fan because we don't know he's a man who like fan and them things there. So I'm going to just say supporters. I'm going to give you the star buck while we. The supporters you have is mostly American, well, Yankee, like it I said.
Yankees.
Like, Yankee based supporters you have. You understand me? I say so. And we call them Yankees,
Mm-hmm.
And the Southerners call them Yankees,
I call them Yankees because back in the 80s,
but them things are the coconut call them Yankees.
Yeah.
You understand? Because they're not enlightened, like you always say.
Right.
You understand? So you what me know. So it's a politics thing where I go on, and people not gonna understand. Like I said, it's all about a side of the fun. But anyway, nevertheless, I'm out right now, and you do what you need to do and what you're supposed to do, which is we're supposed to capitalize off of this. This is what make, especially here in America, great. You understand, where we could capitalize off of somebody's death, somebody's joy, somebody else's happiness, somebody else's downfall, whatever it is. Right. We can capitalize if you're smart off of it.
Right.
You understand? And it's like I said. Star, which side you on? You don't know him.
Well, hang on. Stay with me. Okay, so I've heard you out, and I appreciate what you've said. But now, at the same time, there was no body ever found, right? And the guns. I don't want to go too far back, but the guns were supposed to have been held for Vybz Kartel. Yes, he was being an idiot. An idiot with the texting on the BlackBerry. He was doing too much. I've already spoken about that, and doing way too much. He was one of the first people, to my knowledge, to get jammed up on that electronic. Some of those charges and indictments by way of the electronic transactions or transmissions. Pardon me, transmissions. But with all of that being said, there's no body. And is it fair to say he has served his debt to society at this point in time?
Well, I'm gonna say this now. If you know, a lot of people don't understand the Jamaican system. Jamaican system, when you go to jail, they count day and night as 2 days. If that makes sense.
Yes.
If you go to jail, you know about that, right, Scar? That's from the colonial. All right. So in Jamaica, Cartel actually did 26 years. So what happened is, the thing is, forget about body. The reason why Cartel free right now is because the JDF, Jamaican Defense Force, dropped the ball.
Okay.
Just like any substantial cases in certain area where the feds, them have a percentage where, okay, dropping the ball is not majority of the time it happens, but it do happens. And it's so far that Cartel was on that side of where them tamper with the evidence. So I say that to say this. I'm going to give you the American accent because you happen so the fans and everybody can have a clear understanding. In that Cartel case, why the British Council step in, Privy system step in?
Privy Council
step in, right, thank you. The Privy Council step in because you see the thing is a lot of people know the power, and like we say, it's a politic thing. I'm not going to too much on the phone. Man not give you too much things because man is an informer. So you have to just enlighten and entertain the show in a certain way. You understand me? So I say this. The thing is now, if you have a crime scene and use a person on that crime scene, when you leave that scene, you got to take it straight down to station and where it's supposed to go, the rightful place it's supposed to go. They was messing with it because, like I said, political reason. Personally reason too, also got involved, and the place corrupt.
Yeah.
They don't know what corruption is. Y'all seen Camilla and big, but Jamaica have a bigger, these third world country have a bigger star. Listen.
Hang on, I have to jump in.
I'm not going to too much.
No, stay with me. Stay with me. I have to jump in. Okay. So do you think it's fair to say he served his debt to society, and maybe they have something in mind for him to work, to do something on behalf of the government, if you will, to bring in some money, or maybe to I don't know, to pay Lizard's family? Do you think they may have reached that point?
Jamaica mindset we have just no. Sorry to cut you off before you finish, but Star, you know, say Jamaica system don't work like that. Right. Theoretical theory you're giving just now. Americans, most of the world work. Jamaica don't work like that. Star. Nobody. Me and my friend have a debate earlier. Right. I said Cartel not gonna bring the tourism to Jamaica. A lot of people don't. Cartel is not Bob Marley. Cartel is not Usain Bolt. You understand me? I say so. What going right now?
Let's get serious, Star. Let's get serious, Star. Let's get serious, Star.
So, hey, Star, listen, like we said, man. Hey, Star, I don't want to call some names, but hey, listen, like I said, I move forward, I'm going to move backward. Right, you understand? Forward forever, backward never. So I'm just going to say this, Star, you know, which side you going to be on? Because it's more deeper than choosing a side. Because if you don't know what's the in-depth or the inside of it, you're going to do what you're going to do. Do what you do, Star. You're involved in them things. You wash your hands. All you do, make your money off by create the content.
Let me ask you this. One last question.
Go on, talk to me.
Now,
talk to me, man.
Was that a rumor that he was working with the police to get guns off of the streets of Portmore maybe 6-7 years ago? Remember that?
Yeah, Cartel is not a bad man. Never tell you this. Cartel is right. No. All right, let me answer your question first.
Hang.
Yes.
Hey, exactly. He's not a killer, to my knowledge.
He's not a bad man. Not a bad man. Cartel is just one of them ghetto youth who come out of the ghetto, we have connection, and if you don't understand the culture, you know the culture. But this is not for the radio. You know the vibes, you know the culture, you know everything about yard thing. Cartel, most of them man were artists. It's very low percentage people on that. Even in the rap music. Right. Most of these guys is just a little handful who's gangster. Some of these guys like the Tekashi. Right. Them is just a plant. You understand? And them have man who are the original Dan Dada use Star, I'm not going night. Come on, an informer.
I got you.
But let me say, and the more me I talk, and the more information I go give out. So, Star, listen, just to help the content, but hear what me know.
I appreciate the call.
No problem, brother.
Right. Yes,
hear what me know. So, bless up, but let me say, eat, and like I said, eat. We're not worried about this, and we're not worried about that. Eat as much as we can eat. After we're gone, and guess what, Star? This is your word, you know. We love the fuckery, brethren. So continue. Either side it one, depend.
All right.
Bring the
I gotta go. No, gotta watch the language. I gotta watch the language. Gotta watch the language. Salute.
Yeah, bless him.
Okay, bless him. All right, bless him. Guys, we have to watch the language. I let him get that one in there, but please let's pull it back. Trevor, I got your donation. Star, Vybz is done musically. We off that. With regards to what he has been putting out over the years, I would say so. He's got some music out now. I wasn't impressed. It's not trash, but you know, things are different now. He's got a fiance, you know. You are my last caller, 813. Are you ready? Are you there? 813?
I am here. I am here.
Hey.
Hi, Star.
Hey, I'm getting ready to shut it down. You're my last caller. Go ahead, dear.
I can hear you very well. Vybz Kartel is not prolific, Star. He's not coming out to be Jesus now.
Come on.
So, you know, he's going to be that arms out boy that he normally is. Okay. That's what we want back home.
Okay.
I know you're looking for some Exodus kind of album, but it's not going to happen. It's just let it go.
Well, no, hang on. No. I'm nobody's fan. I'm just wondering if he has that in him. If he just continues doing...
No, he don't.
If he's continuing to do what he does, is that going to work? I guess that's my question to you. Is that going to work still?
It will work. I think it will work. I think Jamaica has taken a turn to like scamming songs, so he'll probably put that back on track to some degree. Kind of where like Buju is. Buju released that Jamaica song the other day, and it's ripping and running all over the place because we really have to have some introspection as to what we're doing wrong down there. So Vybz is either gonna come home and it's just gonna be pure fire and we're going to do this all over again, like back in the 2000s, or he's going to shift the energy to some other way of Jamaican dancehall.
Okay. I could be wrong. I just think he's almost 50. I don't think that he's going to have that same fire and energy. I mean, that's just a natural progression of life. You know, he has to take naps now, like me.
God. Well, yeah, he might have a nap schedule. You're right about that. I'll give you that much. You know, he got to get his health together. So he might not be as vigorous as he was back in the day, but I don't see this prolific shift into him being like an adult man. Like he's for the ghetto. He's for the gullies. That's what he's about. You know, so he's for the girls who are gonna wear tear-up clothes, buy fake Gucci, buy fake Louis, and go outside and palav. That's what he's from. I just don't change him too much to anything else.
But he's getting ready to marry a Turkish woman, yes? So it's not like he's going to be...
It's all right. Hang
on. He's not going to be singing towards the traditional Caribbean queen, even if she bleaches her skin. He's going to be singing about that Turkish gal, yes?
I saw it go. Sometimes you have to get that far enough to come treat it right. I just saw it go. I just saw it go.
Say that again.
Sometimes you just need that far enough to come treat it right. I saw it go. If Jamaican woman can't hold vibes and him gonna get a Turkish woman from England, what we do? That's enough things. You can read into that 100%.
Right.
But I respect him to a certain degree. Of course, he's my dancehall king. I saw it go, but he's just going to come home and do his thing. I think he just needs to rest, regroup, and figure it out. And he's already have these albums, but they're kind of little on the low budget side. They're not like he used to be. So, you know, like maybe he'll get back in the studio once he gets settled. But I think he'll be all right. It's just I don't see this big shift. And sir, in case you never know, this weekend at Jamaica Independence, so turn up.
Yes.
Turn up big for the Jamaica tip.
Hang on. You sound like a knowledgeable woman. Before you go, does Coffee have anything left in her? Because I was really feeling her, and it just seems like she's kind of fell to the wayside.
I think she needs probably mentorship. Yeah, I think she needs like proper mentorship. She was really following Chronix like that, and Chronix has gone through his own space as well. I think he got a little annoyed that he didn't win a Grammy. You know, Coffee did one up him. I think he's kind of withdrawn quite a bit, but she was looking to him as a heavy mentor. I don't think Jamaica has a real strong space for Rasta or, you know, conscious artist mentorship.
Right.
And it's mostly male dominated, you know. You mentioned Spragga Benz and Spragga go through the transition. Mess up my whole life, become like a Wemado. But you have Spragga, you have Stapleton, you know, you have these people who are not necessarily looking back and coaching someone like a Coffee. And she came up through high school. So there's a missing pool of, can I really have someone do their craft? And she went Grammy on top of them. Jamaican man envious in a star.
Yeah.
Lord.
Wasn't she
them I like them things there.
Wasn't she supposed to write some music for Rihanna? But Rihanna's not putting anything out. That's what I heard a couple years ago.
Right. You know, Rihanna gone from Beers and Girl time, you know, 20 times. Rihanna, come remember put on no makeup, lighter, luminous, glow up.
Right.
You know, that's what Rihanna on. And she look for what's up more children, say ASAP Rocky. So Rihanna the from mother time.
Right.
But I think where Coffee is really missing, she's missing guidance. And I think she has it in her, but she kind of needs to take the break. And as far as we know, sit down there about ganja too. So I mean, she must say I all the time like the rest of the Rastaman them.
I hate
Sorry,
to hold on. I hate to make this a sexual thing, but is she heterosexual or is she a switcher? I forget.
I think she's a switcher. Yeah, she come up as a switcher. She come up as like a real Nyamaz.
Coffee. Coffee, who came out with the track Toast and a few other tracks that I really liked. The track called W with Gunna. I like that one as well. Coffee.
Yeah,
Hang on. Coffee might need a good piece of dick and some type of heartbreak to come back with some strong hits. But I'll let you finish.
Sometimes I want a good dick.
Thank you for the call, baby.
My God.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right.